Hey everybody, Fish from Beyond here, and I'd like to go over my Mercenary and how I have kitted mine out. This is more of a build-a-bear situation. Build your bear how you'd like. It really is just Doryani. Get negative res rings. How you'd like to go about this, that is up to you. I find that if you look for a ring with just like around negative 60, negative 100% lightning res with okay stats that doesn't fully brick your merc and make it harder to gear, you're roughly spending anywhere from 50C if you're lucky to all the way to maybe 1 or 2 divines. When you go past the 100% lightning res point, that's when it starts to get expensive and starts ramping up really quickly. If you have the currency, I would highly recommend just maybe crafting a cogwork ring, or you can buy one. These range from anywhere from 20 to 25 divine at the current market rate, but it really isn't that hard to craft. All you have to do is get a cogwork ring base that is at least eye level 84, and then you just have to reforge on the harvest until a T1 lightning. T1 res, honestly, it could be fire, lightning, or cold. Pick the juice that is the cheapest at the time, and then you will have to annul down until the T1 res is alone. Then swap it into lightning res if it is not lightning res yet. Craft the combo res, make sure to catalyst it, and then pray when you missed it, and hopefully it does a mix roll, and then you've won. I did this twice because my first attempt it bricked and I got a double positive, double negative. The Defiance of Destiny I find isn't really a mandatory, it is something I got after using the surrender. I found that the surrender was most enough for most content, except when I was doing T17 juiced rogue exiles like Giant from Everything's Guide. And in doing it in T17s, I find that the Defiance of Destiny really helped with the survivability. When buying Defiance of Destiny, make sure to try to get as slowest or lightning res as possible. I run Last Rites. It really is pick your poison and what anoint you like. This just helps with reduce regeneration rate. We run Crown of the Tyrant for our helmet. We run a Eclipse Solaris for just nearby blind. Or plus you can also tattoo blind on your tree just for added blind in case this is not enough. We run Dawn Strider. This is mainly to deal with reflect immunity or reflect maps so they become reflect immune. It helps a lot. Immortal Flesh is an easy way to get more negative res. So really you're looking for high life and then really low roll on the res. So this is really nice, and I just catalyst it with life modifiers. You could also catalyst it with elemental modifiers and increase the negative resistances. For the ancient gauntlets, it's really just a res stick and an armor stick. I just put life, res, combo res. We get intimidate on hit, so just more damage, and then maim for reduced movement speed. You can alternatively run a Leer cast. You can run a Purple Stow. You can even run a Belted Deceiver, so nearby monsters are already intimidated. I will put a spreadsheet in the description regarding mercenary gearing. It is a post from Reddit from the Path of Exile builds. It is by a creator that I can't remember at the moment, but I'll link his spreadsheet in the bottom. In regards to the amulet, you can also not even have a Defiance of Destiny, and you can go full budget, and you can get a negative lightning res amulet. A negative lightning res amulet I found is relatively cheap because most people are not really looking for it, but it is something you can look for if you are struggling in terms of getting more negative lightning res, especially if you bought like negative 60 lightning res rings and you're not running Immortal Flesh.